All right, today I am going to show y'all how to make a remedy for bee stings. Basically, it's just a paste that's baking soda mixed with water. It's gonna look something like this when we're done with it. Kind of weird looking, looks like frosting. Trust me, you don't want to eat it. Anyway, basically our cameraman, my roommate, Brendan Mullet, you can show yourself if you like. Doesn't matter, you can ring faceless, whatever, that's him right there. Basically, he got stung by a bee yesterday, all right? No fault of his own, it happens, we understand, okay? But we're gonna help him take the sting out of it. We're gonna help with the irritation, the redness, and all that stuff with this simple trick, all right? You've never heard of it, okay? Trust me, even if you think you have not. So basically, let's just start out. We'll just show your bee sting real quick. We can just look at that. Yeah, just on the finger right there. And how did that happen, Brendan?
I was sitting down at Cane's, reached into my pocket for my phone,
Shout out to
and
Cane's.
there was a bee in there, and it stung my finger.
Total accident. Total, did not even have any control over that. So, we're going to show real quick how to make this little paste thing. So first thing you need baking soda, of course. I don't really care what brand. Arm & Hammer probably cares what brand, but this is not a shout out to Arm & Hammer. Then you're just gonna need some water. I'm just using a water bottle, all right? If you wanna get fancy with it and measure it out, that's fine. The internet's probably gonna tell you use like a 1/4 cup of this, of the baking soda, and they're gonna tell you probably like a teaspoon or 2 of water. In my opinion, you just have a feel for it. Just try to figure it out. Basically, you don't want it to be too runny and watery. You also don't want it to be like all baking soda powder. So you're gonna get a nice mix in there and make the paste. All right, so let's go over here to the table. And the first thing, of course, we need a bowl or something like that. Again, I mean, when you're just in the moment, you're probably not gonna have a bowl around you, but maybe you can just find one real quick, whatever, in your kitchen, whatever. And then we're just gonna pour some baking soda in there first and get the powder in there. See, you got it right there. And we'll just start out with that much. That should be good. Now we take our water bottle. We're gonna pour a little water in here. All right, so see, it's just kind of liquidy and stuff. We're gonna use a spoon. Get that off. We're gonna use a spoon to mix it up real quick. I'm just gonna make a mess all over the floor. And really, we're just trying to get it to where it's more solid. So right now, you see it's really runny and liquidy. It's like all water. We're gonna need some more baking soda, which is fine. Again, just have a feel for it. Figure it out as you go. It's okay if you're like not good on the first try. It might take a little while to figure out the combination you want. You're just gonna kind of mix around the baking powder. Uh-oh, got some on me. Just try to figure out what works for you, like how much baking soda, how much water. Find that balance, get it to where it's a paste. We're gonna need a little bit more baking soda too. Of course, if it's just like one little bite, like we have with Brennan, you're not gonna need a ton. It's okay, of course, if you do too much. And I'll get to that later too. But obviously, I don't know, if you have like a group of kids like at a camp or something, a day camp, and like they step on a wasp nest or something like that, maybe you wanna make a little bit more because you got a lot of other bee stings and bee bites. But obviously though, in this situation, or if you just get like stung by a bee or something like that, you just want to do a little bit just to not be wasteful, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, so it's getting a little thicker. Again, you can kind of see it's getting a little thicker, a little bit better. So maybe just a little more baking soda. Let's see what happens here. Mix it on the table. Again, this is going to help with the redness, the irritation, the itch overall, because we know how bad bee stings are. It's even worse than like a mosquito bite. It's just going to hurt and sting for a few days. But this should help a little bit. And see, it looks like we're getting there. Maybe just a little bit more of this. This should be good. Yes. All right, so see, it's getting harder to stir too. Like I can't move the plastic spoon as much because it's getting a little more solid, a little more compact. So this, hang on, I'll get really close to the camera. I'm gonna lift it up. See, like this, it's just a glob now. That's what we want. That's like the paste we want, right? That's the consistency. So, looks like we're good. So Brendan, I'm gonna have you, I guess, give me your finger. I can take the camera even if you want. Here, we'll do that. You can put a little bit on your finger just with the spoon. Right in there. Yep, and basically you can just spread it around right there. Be a little generous with how much you put on there. It's totally fine if you put a lot on there. That might actually help. Yep, that's fine. And then really what Brendan's gonna wanna do, he's just gonna wanna let that sit for like 10 to 15 minutes. All right, and after that time, it should help a little bit. You should notice a little difference. And if not, you can always reapply. So that's why we're actually going to keep this out, or that right there. Just let it be there so that it's able to sit on your hands. And if you need a little bit more, you can always apply more because it's just relating right there. If you need to make more too, of course, that's fine. But yeah, that's basically all we need to do. So again, if you got a bee sting, just grab some baking powder, grab water bottle, I don't care. Measure it out if you want. Again, it's 1/4 of a cup for baking soda, 1 to 2 teaspoons for water. But again, in my opinion, it's better just to have a feel for it.